Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on the market. So we had a big bull day. So with the video yesterday, we were looking at the week close and the potential for a gap down open. Obviously, we did not get that. So pre-market gives us plenty of information to establish a game plan. And as soon as we broke the double top and the inside bars bullish, we didn't see a ton of follow through on the 5-minute time frame. It took about 20-30 minutes for the bulls to really get going, but they certainly turned it up in the later morning action into the afternoon and saw a big follow through day. So at this point, we are looking for a daily lower high to be set, but there's tons of space that the bulls can continue before that lower high is set. And because we dumped so hard back on October 10th, there's a lack of previous price resistance levels to be watching in terms of looking for resistance. All that being said, we have a bullish reaction to Netflix earnings with the market seeing strength after hours and the tech sector seeing strength after hours. We're heading into tomorrow in extremely overextended territory. This is the hourly time frame for SPY with extended hours turned on. It's been a straight shot from 273 up to 281 with no consolidation on the hourly time frame. So we know healthy hourly consolidation is coming. And in order to find the SPY daily lower high to be set, we have to lose the hourly uptrend. So the initial consolidation that we're going to be seeing on the majority of these names, and again, just look at individual names like Amazon responding, just a straight shot up. And all of these names are very extended on the hourly time frame. Apple went from 216 straight to 223. So we are going to see consolidation on the hourly time frame, and it's going to be healthy initially because the initial consolidation that we see is not going to change this trend. We're going to get details about the consolidation. It's either going to be a low volume bull flag, it's going to be a high bear volume significant dump that leads into a equilibrium. So we'll get some details when the consolidation begins, but just be aware that we are heading into tomorrow, if this all holds up, in pretty extended conditions. So all of that being said, the bulls are in full control right now, and the initial reaction for the bulls to Netflix earnings is obviously a good one. So I'm going to be very cautious bullish tomorrow. It's in terms of entering any new bullish positions. I am going to be looking for healthy hourly consolidation, and we're going to be watching to see what that looks like. So for SPY on the daily chart, again, we're scouting that lower high. There's a lack of resistance. So here it is on the hourly. Look at this lack of resistance because of the dump. There's no clear previous price levels of resistance on the hourly time frame. And as part of the reason why the bulls, once they cleared this lower high pattern and broke this 277 double top, they just shot to the upside. So IWM on the daily chart also getting followed through inside bar bull break. Let's see how extended IWM is on the hourly time frame. Just as extended. And again, trying to form an hourly bull flag, but this is during extended hours. Have to see once the real volume comes in during regular trading, do we see continuation into very extended levels, or do we start to see healthy consolidation? IWM on the daily, anything under 162.74 is a lower high, and the weekly chart, we're going to look for a lower high as well. Same thing, lose the hourly uptrend, the daily lower high is likely set. QQQ, bullish reaction, and a notable bullish reaction after hours thanks to Netflix. Again, way overextended. Hourly RSI is up at 79. If we start tomorrow strong, we're going to have an hourly RSI up in the 80s. So the next resistance level is up at 179.87 on the hourly time frame. When we consolidate, again, we will form a higher low on the hourly with that initial consolidation, and we're going to be watching for the clues as far as volume is concerned about what that consolidation looks like. Weekly time frame, inside bar currently, but again, the daily chart, anything under 181.02 is a lower high, so we are scouting for that lower high to form on a lot of these names. XLF on the daily chart, the bounce is much weaker. So in order for the S&P 500 bulls to see significant follow-through, the financial sector bulls better get their act together because this right now is a potential bear flag. It's such a weak bounce attempt. And we look at XLF on the hourly, and we can see it's nowhere near as strong as those other names. And we look at it on the 4-hourly time frame, and we say that's a potential bear flag. And actually, I don't like it on the 4-hour. I like it on the daily. Just a weak bounce at this point. Bulls really, in order to see a negated potential bear flag, we're going to have to see a move into the 26.90 range in order to be looking for follow through. So if we see weakness in the financial sector, even if we see tech sector strength in response to Netflix earnings, it is going to weigh on SPY a little bit. So we do have to keep that in mind. In order for SPY to have a solid bull day like today, we need both markets, I should say both sectors, going in the same direction. And XLF is a bit more of a question mark than the tech sector currently is. And XLF on the weekly chart, inside bar is going to form this week. So VIX with a much more significant pullback. We are still looking for a higher low on VIX, and anything above 1527 is a higher low, but the bears clearly in full control today, a close near the low, and we are looking at obvious strength in the market after hours, which is only going to add to further weakness. So a significant pullback from the high at this point. Previous peaks back in February, we had multiple weeks of consolidation from here. So watching to see if it's similar, but again, still anticipating the higher low. And because of the range here, we're going to look for an equilibrium. So when the daily higher low does form, we're going to look for a bounce and a lower high to form. Just like for SPY, when the lower high forms, we're going to pull back and look for a higher low to form. So that's the setup into tomorrow. The hourly time frame is going to be the most important time frame for me. We're going to see how extended we are when the bell rings. And depending on that, I'm going to potentially be looking for bearish entry opportunities, just noting that the consolidation is going to form a higher low and is going to likely be healthy, all things considered. So I would not hold on to those bearish positions very long. And I'm certainly going to be cautious with those entries, but we get a lot of information with the pre-market setups, which is why I'm up before the sun every single day and, working on the market. Literally, let's see, I'm up at 7. I'm focusing on things over 2.5 hours before the market opens. And that allows me to get the most prepared for today or for the day. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. So hourly overextended, healthy consolidation coming. And we'll watch to see what the volume looks like on that consolidation. Have a good night. We'll see what tomorrow brings.